Alright, hello and welcome back everybody. This week we will be doing Legend of the Five Rings. We'll be doing a session 0 since this is the beta system, and I want all the players to sort of experience the full gameplay and then give their feedback on what they think of everything once we're all done. So today we'll just be making the characters and going over sort of the basics of the system at the same time. And to start it off, I've basically got all the Fantasy Flight Games faction introduction videos, and I made them one video, and I'm just going to play it so the both the audience and the players will be able to watch it and get an idea of what all the factions are about.
Rokugan, a land where honor is stronger than steel. Rokugan, a land where honor is stronger than steel. Courage, duty, and sacrifice define the samurai of the Crab Clan. Even when faced with the terrors of hell itself, its warriors have never wavered. The Crab are the wall, defending the Empire from the endless onslaught of Shadowlands monsters, Oni and Undead. The samurai of the Crane Clan seek perfection in all they do. They are the poets, and the poetry of their empire. The swordsmiths and the swords themselves. As the left hand of the emperor, the Crane are charged with upholding the social harmony of the Emerald Empire at any cost. Dragon Clan samurai know there are many paths to enlightenment. Watching over the empire from the monasteries and temples of their mountain homes, the dragon only rarely intervene in Rokugan politics. And when they finally do, it is for reasons that other clans can only guess at. A Lion Clan samurai lives at all times 3 feet from death. There is no greater end than to perish in glorious combat and earn a place beside the blessed ancestors. With their massive armies and peerless generals, the Lion protect the Emerald Empire as the Emperor's right hand. The Phoenix Clan symbolizes explosive power and great restraint, vast intelligence and deep humility. As Rokugan's most mystical clan, the Phoenix are the keepers of the Tao of Shinsei, the servants of the spirits, and the caretakers of the Empire's soul. Scorpion Clan samurai wear masks as an overt promise of their duplicity. To combat liars, thieves, and traitors, they must lie, steal, and cheat in turn. The Scorpion have promised to protect the Emerald Empire by any means, even if that entails playing the villain. The samurai of the Unicorn Clan are as the wind, swift and free. 1,000 years ago, They rode out of Rokugan, seeking enemies beyond the Empire's borders. Now the Unicorn have returned, bringing the customs, allies, and steeds they discovered in foreign lands with them.
Hello. Okay, so you guys all watched the video I made? Well,
Yep.
put
Yes.
together more so. All right,
Yep.
sweet.
Love it.
Yeah, that's great. So, yeah, what factions are you guys interested in joining?
Phoenix.
So you're going to be Phoenix?
Wait.
You're
I'm going to be Scorpion.
So, Marcus, who did you want to? What faction or what clan were you interested in?
Scorpion.
Scorpion. Yep. And what about Kit?
Oof. I'll go with Unicorn.
Unicorn. And Peter?
Oh, Scorpion as well.
All right. Excellent. So, yeah.
Careful, you might cut yourself on all that edge.
Edgy boys, unite!
Wait, how are you supposed to unite the edgy?
All right. So, I did prepare all the character sheets for you. So if you go over to the character sheet and then go over to where it says 20 questions, you've already answered your first question. What clan does your character belong to?
Where did you post the character sheets?
I just posted it on, it's just on roll
No.
20. If you just
Yeah.
go next to where at the top where it has the chat, it has journal. If you just click on the journal, but yours is the Urdur. Sorry, yours didn't. Yours is the one that doesn't have your name for some reason. I'll just make one that I can make alongside you. So yeah, go to character sheet and we'll just jump straight to 20 questions and then fill in the first one. What clan does your character belong? Be a crab clan. Alright, and then we'll just go to the next one, which is the family your character belongs to. So if we, where did I put my PDF? PDF should be somewhere. For you, character I picked is Crab Clan. So he has 1 Earth from a ring increase. He has +1 fitness for a skill increase, and he has 30 status. So each of you just go down, find your character, and fill in that little bit of information. So tell me when you've all done that. So obviously each clan has 3 or 4 families. Each one obviously has a improvement somewhere, and they normally have 1 ring increase, 2 different skill increases, and then they'll have a glory rating as well. So this character's just going to go to the Haida family. Command and tactics. He has 44 glory. Excellent. So now has everybody got their family and clan chosen and all the information?
Yes.
Excellent. So then we just scroll down to the next part, which is school on which your character belongs. So this will basically be your character's role. So Bushy is a basic soldier type class. You'll have Shujinja, which are your mages. There is courtiers, who are basically diplomats. You have monks, which are monks. And then you have a ninja, which is a ninja. Rather, all self-explanatory. Yeah, and in the lore, ninjas technically don't exist, as you kind of expect.
Technically.
And I'm just going to go rather basic on mine and go here to defender school, and then just enter that. This will also dictate your starting equipment, and you have 2 ring increases. You get to choose a number of skills from a little list. Then you have it tells you what techniques your character will be able to learn, and their starting techniques. You always get 1, which is always, and then you normally get a pick between 2 different ones, and then you'll have a basically a school special ability. Just enter in all that information. Yeah, you only have 2 schools for each of your clans at the moment. In the actual game, there's going to be more.
Alright, that's nice.
I think all of them have a bushy and then one other, basically.
Scorpion only has a courtier and a ninja.
Oh, there we go. They have a ninja instead.
Makes sense.
Yeah. For techniques, katas are your combat techniques. Rituals are sort of like a pseudo magic. Shuji is your diplomatic skills. And then you have invocations, which are magic, so that's your spells. And then what's the other one called? Kiho, which is the monk's special skills, basically the monk's equivalent of katas. I think everybody has rituals and shuji.
No, I've only got Shuji.
The Bushi unicorn only has kata and shuji. Don't have ritual.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So there are some exceptions. And obviously, so just once everybody finishes placing over all their abilities and starting equipment, we'll go through what the abilities you can choose a little later. We'll just get this part done. So, so is everyone done with question 3?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. So we scroll down to what page is it? There's a lot of pages. We scroll down to page 38. Yeah, page 38. Just after the Outrider skull for the unicorn. You'll have 4. How does your character stand out within their skull? And you have 1 of 5 options. Creativity, passion, or drive, and that will give you +1 to fire. Grace, eloquence, or empathy, they'll give you +1 to your ear. Adaptability, friendliness, or awareness, they'll be +1 to water. Thoughtfulness, patience, or calm is +1 to earth. Self-awareness, insight, or mysticism is +1 to void. And that's also a good indication of what each of the rings sort of represents. So when you generally do a roll, you'll say how you want to do it, and based on how you want to do it will dictate what ring you want to roll.
I'm gonna be a mystic.
Yeah, so you might as well just stack that void ring. Also, for rings and skills at character gen, none of them can be over 3. If any are over 3, you basically get to put the XS points into a different ring.
Oh,
Or skill.
That's good.
Yeah. I want to do creativity, passion, and drive. Alright, so has everyone done that? I imagine that one will take way less time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, the next ones are basically purely RP. Well, the next 2 are purely RP. So, go to part 3, Honor and Glory. What is your character's duty to their lord? So obviously it has a little thing for what each class sort of will want to do for their lord. So obviously bushy characters given tasks for being something like a bodyguard, soldier, executioners, blah blah. Courtiers are guides, diplomats, magistrates, spy masters, ginger, generally spiritual advisors, warrior priests, librarians or shrine keepers, monks, librarians, teachers, pilgrims, charity workers, temple caretakers, and ninjas technically don't exist. That's it. Yeah, their Guri is almost always a secret, and the player of the ninja should decide what their character's outwardly stated Guri is and what when selecting their true objective. So yeah, so Guri is what your character has to do, their obligation to their lord. And then the next question, once you've decided that, the next question is what your character wants to do. These should conflict. That just makes it more interesting if your character's obligation is different to what they actually want to do.
Okay, so we gotta use something like. I'm just looking through the sample Gary has, so we gotta put in something like restore the reputational fortunes of a dojo, invent a new weapon, protect our lord even to death.
Yeah.
Capture a particular region, etc., etc., etc.
Yes, and then what your character long for should be something more, also they should be personal to your character, and it's better if it conflicts. So if there is like a RP element, I can play on it, saying like you have to either pick to go this way or go this way, and you either have to go fulfill your obedience or fulfill your desire. It's just better if it's conflicting, so you have to choose between it. So this character, his duty is just going to be hunt down an Oni who got past the wall. What does your
So if I make my character like a judicial magistrate,
Yeah, you could do that. There's no reason you couldn't.
make the character long for freedom.
Yeah, that's quite a good contradiction. What's the character long for? To be a farmer. That's a random one. But it works. He wants to live a simple life. Actually, that would probably be better, to live a simple life. Simple life. That works a little better than just straight out to be a farmer. And then,
My one's going to be pursuing the expansion of the family's shrine's influence.
Yep.
And then my longing is simply just going to help the downtrodden and helpless.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
So greed versus altruism, effectively.
Yeah, that's very nice. What about you, Kit? What did you decide?
The Gary is basically, well, be a good soldier and stuff. And
So fight for the honor of your clan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fight on your clan, and Ninja is to be able to explore, really.
What
Freedom,
clan did you go? Scorpion.
Unicorn.
They
Yeah.
don't really contradict, because the unicorn
Really?
the unicorn are already all about
Oh.
exploration.
Okay.
Yeah, so try to pick something a little different. Maybe just settle down. The exact opposite. Just because the unicorn, if you watch the video,
Yeah,
right at the end, they came in, they left 1,000 years ago and sort of came back recently. So they're all about exploring new places. Just something contradictory. You don't have to do what I tell you, obviously. You can do what you want, but just try to make them so there's some conflict. Peter, what did you decide to go with?
No fucking idea.
Okay, fair enough.
I've changed my mind about what my character longs for. I've decided we're now going to go for it, and he wants an anarcho-communist federation.
Alright, I guess these are only one-shot characters, so sure. Doesn't really make sense for a bunch of samurai, but hey.
Yeah, but he's a judicial magistrate.
Alright.
Maybe he sees the benefits of anarcho-communism.
No one benefits from anarcho-communism, though.
Yeah, but nobody benefits from feudalism either.
Yeah, more people benefit. You benefit from feudalism by being your samurai.
Oh, I'm a magistrate. I'm not a samurai.
Oh no, you're all samurai. You're just a samurai who fulfills a magistrate role.
Oh, there's a page. Damn, no one told me about that.
Yes, there is a page for it. Page 39.
This is gonna be a lot easier.
Yeah. So tell me when you're all done with your Guri and your Ninja.
I am done.
Okay, excellent.
So my giddy is to remove the enemies of my lord through subtle, non-violent means.
Ooh, very nice. Very good.
And the other one, what she longs for, is to become an honest housewife.
You know what? I can get behind that.
That's fantastic, actually.
Oh,
Okay, so is everyone done with that now?
Mhm.
Excellent.
Yep.
So now that's done, we scroll down to number 7. What is your clan's opinion, or what is your character's opinion of their clan? So basically, if your character strongly believes in the precepts of their clan, they gain +5 glory, and if you don't, you get a skill. Each each clan has a different skill. So if it's, say, the Crab clan, you get aesthetics or design. Crane get commerce. Dragon clan get seafaring. Lion clan get skullduggery. Phoenix clan get tactics. Scorpion clan gets labor. Unicorn clan gets culture. My guy's going to strongly believe in the precepts of his clan, so he's going to get +5 to his glory.
Right, then got my Geary and then
Ah, you're done with that.
Yeah.
So has everybody got their character's opinion of their clan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what did you all go with?
I disagree.
So you were Phoenix, so you disagree with hoarding information.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, what about you, Kit? What'd you go with?
I agree.
You agree? So you're
Yeah.
Scorpion clan, so you agree with playing
No,
the...
no, I'm Unicorn.
Oh, you're Unicorn, so you agree with the call to adventure, basically.
Yep.
What about Marcus? What about you?
Yeah, I disagree, but not because I disagree with the purpose of the clan, like I see the necessity of the clan, but ultimately disapprove of it because of I don't like the system that it works under.
Your characters. And what about
Anyway,
and what about Peter? What about your character?
She agrees. She believes it's a necessary evil.
Fair enough. Excellent. And then the next one is, what does your character think of Bushido? So yeah, if your character agrees, they get +10 honor. And if they disagree, how was it? If kind of and then they get a skill from one of the lower list. So this one you get to pick. So it's either you can pick from commerce, labor, medicine, seafaring, skullduggery, or survival. What's everybody's character's opinion of Bushido?
Agree with it.
Agree with it? Yep.
Disagree with it.
Oh, excellent. Yep. What about
yeah, I disagree.
you? Oh yeah, I figured your character disagrees about it. Because he's a little.
Communist.
He's basically as out of place as Tyrone Shuniqua.
Yes.
And then,
But Tyrone made it work, man. He made it work.
and then yeah, what about Peter? What about your character?
Yeah, she agrees.
Excellent. Okay, and then so we go
Can
down
I
to...
be a transgender uni student?
Okay, so this is where we're going to be jumping back and forth between pages a lot. Thankfully, it tells us all what pages to jump to. So just take note of page 40, because we're going to be jumping back to it from the next one. So the first thing is, what is your character's greatest accomplishment so far? So write down what your character accomplishment your character has made. And then we get to jump down to page 61, and you get to pick a special distinction. If you want to, you can go see the distinctions first, and then pick one that you want to build an achievement around. This character, this system allows a lot of leeway with the GM, as if you read it, always goes, you can consult your GM if you want to make a custom advantage or disadvantage. But at the moment, we're going to be doing an advantage, which is the distinction. So we go to page 61.
I like how one of them is, by good fortune and hard work, you and your betrothed are actually a happy couple.
Yeah. There's one. There's a disadvantage, which is the exact opposite, which is your spouse is trying to fuck you over because she hates your guts or he hates your guts.
Classic.
It's
Classic. Oh, okay. So we're what?
So if you go to page 61 and then scroll down, it's actually really starts in 62, but you have your distinction of blessed lineage.
So sorry, what do we do with distinctions?
So basically, you'll see like episode question 9 is what character's greatest accomplishment. So you just put the distinction at the end, and then basically just type in a accomplishment that you feel fits that distinction.
What are the distinctions?
If you go to page 62, they all start there. So like you can have an ally, blackmail on character's name,
Oh, okay, I
ambidextrous,
see.
list lineage. Yeah.
Right, I get it.
So yeah, you basically pick a distinction. This is sort of like it's like a feat or a trait basically, and you get to pick that. Character's greatest accomplishment is he single-handedly held a broken gate at the wall until reinforcements could arrive. He has blessed lineage as his distinction. So just tell me when you're all done with that.
Okay, so I managed to secure the conviction of a lord who was stealing from the peasants,
Ooh, very nice. And what distinction
and I got indomitable will.
what does that give your character?
You can always choose to stand your ground even when faced with untenable odds, supernatural terrors, or sorcerous powers that bend the minds of lesser souls. When performing a check for which you need to keep your cool when dealing with danger, such as command, check, or orders under pressure or meditation check to focus the face of terror, you may re-roll up to 2 dice
Oh,
during step 3.
nice. All right. So, what did? Is anyone else done with that one?
Yeah. I've spent so many years in meditation and seeking out my own personal spirituality to kind of resolve my conflicts with my disagreement with my family, that I've slowly developed a spiritual sixth sense.
Oh, very nice. And what distinction did you go with?
That's the sixth sense one.
Oh, you went with Sixth Sense. Oh, very
It's
nice.
called Sixth Sense. So I'm in tune with the spiritual world because of my meditation and stuff. And then even if you cannot hear or speak to the kami directly, if you do have the gifts of a Sujana, you are especially sensitive to mystical phenomenon effects. You effectively have a sixth sense for the spiritual world. When performing a check for which you need the following to follow your hunches on, such as a meditation void check to generate initiative, or theology void to detect a snarl on the invisible threads of the universe, you may reroll to 2 dice.
Nice. So that's another reroll one. Very good. What about you, Peter?
I got dangerous allure. You always make an impression, and NPCs remember your name and face after interacting with you for one or more scenes. When performing a check for which your good looks, such as command or a performance check, you may re-roll up to 2 dice.
Nice. And what's your character's accomplishment that led them to having that?
She seduced the leader of the Lion Clan and convinced him not to go to the war with the Crab Clan.
Oh,
Whoa, that's wow.
that's really good.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
The Lion Clan is kind of the Lion Clan's leader is a total dickhead. I read a lot of the lore, and that is something he would do. So yeah, no, very
Yeah,
nice.
so going to war against the Crab Clan, which protects us against Oni, like, not a great idea.
And it's perfect. It's very Scorpion-y, and it ties into the politics of the actual world. It's very nice. And then the next one is what holds your character back most in life. So you get to pick a specific adversary, and that's on page 68. You get to pick the list there. And these are basically the exact opposite to the last ones. You go see through and you say like bitter betrothal, and you're blackmailed by a character, and so on. So it's all the exact opposite of the last ones.
Fractured spine.
Oof,
Yeah,
fuck,
some
it's
of them are nasty as I was like, why would you pick that? Mine's gonna have a bitter betrothal because that's hilarious.
I was just about to say that. I was looking at that going, that would be like the best thing. Super spiritual person with like a wife that's just cheating on me constantly.
Yeah, no, I'll let you have that. I'll go for clumsiness works for my character. Yes. Ooh, cognitive lapses.
damaged heart or organ.
Yeah, nasty. I mean, if you're playing like a courtier or something, that's probably not going to be the end of the world.
Oh my gosh, yes. Gaijin name, cultural appearance. I'll call myself Bob.
Gaijin are foreigners, just for anybody who hasn't read up in anything.
Oh,
All right, sweet. So due to the lack of my action because I was meditating or refusing to like act on greed, the local daimyo, isn't it, or lord?
Daimyo, yeah, that's correct.
Daimyo.
Arranged for me to be married to one of the local whores. Arranged marriage.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So I'm married to one of the local whores. That's gonna be some fun roleplay.
So yeah, my
My wife shows up
Just
right at
imagine
the end.
episode of The Simpsons when Ned and Homer get married to those prostitutes in Vegas.
Oh, that's
only
great.
this is the exact opposite. He sort of just arrives home and is like, "Oh yeah, this whore is your wife now," and you're like, "What?" It's like I don't remember that. I just remember sitting in the mountain for like 5 years. So my character is going to be paranoid about catching the taint, and he has cognitive lapses.
Oh no.
Okay, what about let's go. What's your Marcus? What's your character's what holds him back like most in life?
I'm still struggling to figure out what it could be. I mean, I'm probably going to go with blackmail.
You're blackmailed by someone.
Yes.
Okay. So who did you piss off?
The family of the lord that I got convicted.
It makes sense. I love it. You tie your character's greatest achievement with what they fucked up on.
And I'm being blackmailed for my constant prostitute use.
Right.
You know, because communists are degenerate, so.
They are very degenerate, yeah. Okay, and right, who hasn't given theirs? Kit, did you give us yours? What's your character's greatest weakness?
Oh, I have a guy's name.
Oh, right, okay. Name Bob. That's great.
I'm gonna figure it out later. It's like,
Fair enough. Yeah. All right.
What's your name?
It works.
Steve.
It works perfect for a unicorn clan.
Unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, man, I gotta have this. This is so tired.
And then hang on, who hasn't? Kit.
I haven't.
You haven't. Peter, what did your character do?
Many years ago, she contracted a blight, which leaves her with very few years to live, which is an incurable illness.
Oh.
Is it-
He has an STD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
That fucking Lion Clan leader, man. The Lion Clan gave me AIDS. It's official.
You got. Wait,
So
let me
yeah,
get
that's why she wants to settle down and become an honest housewife, because she only has a few years to live.
Oh.
Nice. Okay, next, question 11. What makes your character feel most at peace?
Dick.
I'm
I'm sorry, am I married to you?
Sorry.
Oh my god, yes! Yes!
Right, sorry.
Yes!
Okay, so go to so page 66, and you get to pick a specific passion.
Out of curiosity, when it obviously goes, like 6 cents bracket void, is that a bonus to void or just the kind of tone?
Oh, it's a
It's
void
the
skill
it's the
kind of thing.
tone of it. Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
it's like a void tone. Yeah.
Okay, I've already got mine. I'm all about that meditation, spirituality, so I have enlightenment.
Yeah, it works. So my character's going to have an animal bond. He's going to have a little puppy with him,
Oh, he's gonna poop.
and it would be funny if it dies, because then he'll get furious. And he loves patting his little doggy. It's a Shiba Inu. That's correct, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I spelled that right. Shiba Inu. Yes, that is correct.
Oh my god.
There's one called wordplay. You like puns.
Oh god. Please no. Please no.
The only thing your character likes more than dick is wordplay.
Dicks and puns, that's what she's all about.
That's great. So the advantage of these, so when you complete your passion, your strife goes down. You lose 3 strife each time you use it. And there'll be
Yeah.
like a little thing. So like mine is when I perform an interaction, a meditate earth check. Hang on, right? Or survival earth I calm that I move through strife, blah blah blah. I lose strife, then I interact with my animal.
I
Basically.
got a question.
Yeah.
Can I take animal bond for my horse?
Yes.
Okay.
You can definitely do that.
And I have to name my horse also.
Yeah.
What's a Roach is a good name, right?
Witcher 3 is a great game. Yeah.
Oh,
That's the only game. The same thing with Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's like now whenever I have a horse, it has to be named Pebbles, because that's the first horse you get. His name's Pebbles. I'm like, oh my god, Pebbles, I love you so much. You're my
well,
horsey.
have you seen what the guy says if you choose the horse named Roach in Kingdom Come?
No, I've never done that.
Oh, it's amazingly hilarious.
Is that the Lord? When Lord was it Cuppin? Because
No.
when you,
It's a tier 2 horse.
do you get another horse?
No, you can buy horses and
Oh,
stuff.
okay, yeah, I know that. But okay, so you name it, and then if you name it Roach, what does he say when you name it Roach?
I don't know. He basically describes Gerald like settling down and stuff, and apparently whoever they wanted to get the horse stuff, so he gave it away instead. Oh,
Sounds great.
good man, it was like, man, it's amazing.
All right, so what did everybody go with? We'll start with Anthony. I'm guessing you just went the meditation one, enlightenment.
Yeah, meditation with enlightenment. So if I like meditate or like I detach myself or something, I calm down and I'm all about that Zen.
Yep. And what did Kit go? What did you go? If you went the animal bond, so
Yeah.
when you groom your horse, you feel
Yep.
relaxed. Yep. What about Peter? What did you go with?
I went with gossip.
Yeah.
She likes gaining dirt on her targets.
Yeah, that works. And what about Marcus?
Such a housewife, I swear.
I went with generosity.
Generosity. Yep. So you like giving stuff away. Excellent.
Yes.
And now
other
we have
people's
to
stuff.
do the next one. Question 12. What concern, fear, or foible troubles your character the most? You go to page 74 and you pick what stresses out your character. Your anxieties, the exact opposite to the last one.
Also, dick.
What?
Real life or in the game, bro?
Oh, we're still talking again?
Yeah.
So, my character's going to be addicted. He's going to have an addiction to dick.
It's a addiction.
Nah, he's going to be addicted to sake.
Oh yeah, he's a drunkard.
Sake. I think that's used for sake. Oh, I spelled it right. I am amazing. I always spell things wrong. Sake. So he's always drunk. Yep. So generally this will be normally either if it comes up you gain 3 strife, or if you can't if you have to like attempt to hold back something. So like addiction, if I
Don't drink.
if I don't drink, then I start getting strife. And then you have things like battle trauma, cynicism, dark secret, delusions of grandeur. That'd be a lovely one for any lion clans. But yeah. So tell me when you all picked yours.
I chose impatience.
Yep. Patience, yeah. What about Marcus? What did you pick?
Delusions of grandeur.
Yep. It's common for all communists.
Yes, and that's exactly what I've written.
Oh.
As communist thinks he will be a card carrying party member.
All right. What about you, Peter? What's your concern?
Her anxiety is fear of death. She's afraid of succumbing to her blight before she can settle down and bring a child into the world.
All right. And who are we left with?
Me. It's not harder than this. My deep spirituality has kind of brought upon me a mentality that I can't take another life, and I to cause suffering or like to effectively harm or do something bad to another person that hasn't even sliced me is like terrible in my mind.
Yeah. So it stresses you out, and very nice. And then Then we go down to question 13. So we go up to 41. It must be on. Question 13. Who has your character learned the most from during their life? And then this one basically, you can pick basically a you pick an advantage. Hang on, the questions here though. So you can
Yeah, this
either
is
have a skill
low.
increase or you can gain another advantage. And I think you always get a disadvantage. Is that correct? I'll just read it quickly. Oh yeah, so you can either pick one advantage related to your character's mentor or one disadvantage related, and then you also get a skill if you pick a disadvantage.
So you just get to pick a skill?
Yeah, so you either get a skill and a disadvantage, or you can pick another advantage. If that makes sense.
Right. Ugh, so many choices.
I know. It's pretty nice. My character's gonna go with a skill. So he learned from his dad. He learned from his father
Oh,
the
my.
honor in defending the land. The lands of the Emerald Emperor. Ruled Empire, spelled that very wrong. His father, and he's gonna have plus. What's a good score? I'm gonna give him +1 martial arts melee. And he's gonna have a disadvantage, I thought, because he picked that.
That would be funny.
So my
Take season's advantage. Because I learned from my wife the meaning of patience.
That's great.
I can't pass this up. I learned from my wife.
learned from Kalu Makalu.
Yeah, so I am seasoned.
Okay, so my character is he's going to unless his there's bluntness.
This is great. When performing a check which your hard-earned wisdom is an advantage, you may re-roll up to 2 dice. It's not the re-roll one, but it's like the example. It's not just a courtesy check to impart wisdom to impetuous comrade, or a authority check to check to initial whether a spiritual offering will be good or not, or something like that. So it's like, will this piss my wife off? Yes or no? Let's roll these dice.
Fair enough. So my character's got blunt. He learned from his father the honor of defending the lands of the Emerald Empire. He got a +1 to his martial arts melee, and he got the disadvantage bluntness. So whenever he has to interact with somebody, I have to pick 2 dice which either showed a success or an explosive success, and I have to re-roll them.
So the extra advantage is just on page 61?
Yes, yeah. It's either you can pick either type of advantage. You can either have a second passion or a second distinction. You can pick either of those 2 advantages.
If you have to like pick a group, so say you've got something like Scorn of group, Scorn of one group, like what kind of groups would you choose to be like a specific family?
Yeah, it would basically be up to the GM's discretion. So yeah, you could pick a family that. So that would be what did you say? Sworn to a specific group.
Oh no, Scorn of.
Oh, so someone hates you, basically.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, you could
take
pick a specific family, or you could pick like, bandits or a class. Yeah, like merchants hate you, bandits hate you.
Lords hate me.
Lords would be a terrible one to pick because, well, that your character probably wouldn't live very long.
Yeah.
try a little smaller. Go like merchants hate you or something.
Yeah, merchants are like the lowest of the low, though. So it's like.
Yeah, I know, but it works because it's like. Well, it's kind of backwards, yeah. Merchants are considered the lowest of the low because they don't actually contribute to society, but it also works because he's a communist, and communists hate merchants as well.
Yeah, so I've learnt the most from Kalu Makalu.
Oh, fuck.
Not a Japanese version of Karl Marx at all.
So I don't fucking speak Japanese.
Who does? Oh,
What would be a Japanese version of Karl Marx?
Karumaku. Karumaku, that
Kalu.
works.
Alright.
Alright, so what did everyone go with? So, Anthony, you went with
My wife.
your wife who taught you the meaning
Yeah,
of patience.
I'm seasoned now because of it.
What about Peter? What did you go with?
I learned from a very special lady in my life, the teacher at school who taught me how to seduce, Yuakisudo Sensei. Yuakisudo is actually Japanese for seduce, so
That works.
Seduce Sensei.
and she basically taught like the importance of remembering details that you can use against your target. So she got precise memory advantage.
Nice. What about you, Kit? What did you go with?
So I chose the Adventure of Sixth Sense because he learned it from his grandfather, who used to take him to the forest a lot,
Oh, very nice.
camping.
Very nice. What about lastly but not least, Marcus? What's your character's got?
So he learned the most from Kalu Maku in a lecture he held in the marketplace, who was then promptly chased from the square by the merchants. And the skill increase was skullduggery, and he disadvantaged a score of merchants as he went to help the lecturer.
Fair enough. Okay, and then we go to question 14. Hang on, I'll jump up to 41. Okay, so this is now we're on to part 5, personality and behavior. 14. What detail do others find most striking about your character?
Big bushy beard.
Big push
Dick.
Okay.
Not as many laughs. I guess the joke's dead.
Wait, did you just wait? What?
His character's a trap.
Oh yeah, I knew it. I was like,
Mate, that's not a trap. That's a bloody ambush.
what? You don't know what the character looks like.
Leader of the Lion Clan liked it.
Yeah.
And what makes it funny is you want to settle down, be a housewife, and have a child when it's not even possible.
Which makes it more tragic.
From now on, I want you all to call me Loretta.
This is so sad.
So what details strike about my character? He's going to have a really high-pitched voice. His high-pitched...
Oh, okay. So
high
within their mind,
pitch,
something weird. Shit. Okay.
high-pitched voice and large size. So he's going to be a big brick shit house who sounds like a 5-year-old girl.
I met one of those once, actually. They were in the drive-thru at Macca's. It was fucking hilarious. I had to try so hard not to laugh in his face. There's this big, muscly Maori dude, and he hands me my bag, and he goes, "Cheers, mate!" No, I'm like, "Thank you."
Alright.
You just drive out. Don't laugh.
And once you're away, you just crack up.
Pretty much. I completely lost it. I wound up my window and just lost my shit.
Okay, so what did everybody pick as their most striking detail about the character? So my character is big and has a high-pitched voice. What about...
My striking detail is that I have an extreme lack of presence despite being taller than most. So because of my I'm completely detached because I meditate so much, so I just don't carry a presence around me. Like I can't command the room or anything like that.
Fair enough. So and then Peter, what's your character's striking characteristic.
She's a ranger.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Okay.
She is like bright red hair.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, nice.
That'll stand up.
Yeah. What about you, Kit?
My character has heterochroma.
Oh, yeah, very nice, very nice.
I think it's purple and yellow.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay. That really stands out. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, and then lastly but not least, Marcus, what's your character's defining striking characteristic?
Everybody he meets, he asks what they think about the plight of the peasants.
So your
What?
his striking characteristic is he's very annoying.
Yes.
He always asks the same thing. Every time he meets someone, he asks them, "What do you think of the plight for the peasants?"
Uh,
The plight for the peasants.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the word.
I can't wait to do that and have somebody completely misunderstand you and think it's the blight of the peasants, and he just was like, "Oh yes, I also want to kill all the peasants."
Just this rich, smug like lord or something. Yes, they are quite the blight on the land, aren't they? Yes, indeed. We should kill them all. Show me. Join me, friends. Here's a
Wait,
sword.
wait.
Let's go kill some peasants.
Okay, and then
But when you say peasant, do you mean like peasants farmers or peasant like the lowest of the low kind of people?
Generally, the peasant
there
class,
is
yeah.
different classes of peasants. There's basically the regular peasants who are like, you know, your farmers and craftsmen and so on, and then you have the what they call like the Hanoi or something, which means like non-people, and those like grave diggers, prostitutes, and stuff like that. And technically, it's completely legal for people to kill them.
For no reason at all.
Yeah, for no reason. Like, if a samurai can just walk past them and be like, you know what, I want to cut that guy's head off, and walk over, cut his head off, and no one will give a shit.
Yeah. It's like someone gets a new sword, they're like, I want to test it out on someone.
Yes, they actually state that most samurai will go into their like little communities which are out in the middle of nowhere just to test the sharpness of their new sword. They really hate them. But
That's
anyway, enough of those
barbaric.
people. Those unclean
They're
people.
non-people.
They're not people,
not-
yeah.
Yeah, they're not people.
Excuse me, they have wants and needs like everybody else.
Excellent.
Uh,
Anyway,
Don't worry, I agree with you on that one, Marcus. Common people have lives too.
alright, next thing is, how does your character react to a stressful situation?
He screams really loudly.
Alright. So this is basically dictated to what sort of happens when you reach your max strife limit. So my character's just gonna he has to get outside. Caps lock. He has to get outdoors where no one else is. Alright. And does everyone tell me when you're done with that?
Yeah, I got mine.
Alright, so yeah, we'll start with Anthony again. Just go.
I effectively just shut down and I start meditating or just try and get out of the situation for my own fear of like becoming angry. So I just like immediately like shut down and start trying to meditate, or I leave the room, or I just cease to kind of function outwardly and just everything becomes internal.
Excellent. Then Peter.
She combs her hair. She pulls out a comb, undoes her hair, and starts combing it.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. Kit.
Screams very loudly.
Okay, and then Marcus.
Starts punching walls or pottery or anything that can be broken.
Very nice. Yeah, and my character just has to get outdoors where no one else is.
I thought you would like start ranting about the plight of the thing. Of the peasants.
No, because he's already been doing that, and then he got stressed out because the guards came in. Then he's like, "Oh God, what do I have to do now?" Start
Yeah,
punching
he'll do it
things. Alright.
Oh.
And then question 16. Oh, where are we? 16. What are your character's pre-existing relationships with other clans, families, organizations, and traditions? So record any noteworthy history, quarrels, alliances, or grievance your characters had with other groups in the relationships section. Right, so yeah. And then if you want to read through, that's on page 42.
Oh, nice. No, that's 17.
17 and 42 are not similar numbers. One is
No,
inconsequential,
no.
one's the meaning
Page
of
40.
life.
No, I was talking about the page number.
So
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, fuck. Do I have any special family stuff?
yeah, so I made something that ties them into one of your characters.
Right.
How I'll do is I'll pick one clan that your character doesn't get on with, or one clan they do get on with, who are not their own, obviously. Make it a little interesting. So I went with Lion Clan soldiers once mocked him for his voice and tried to fight him. He broke one of their noses. He broke one of their faces in response. And then a Phoenix Clan member saw this and helped him out, saying how stressed out he was due to the bad behavior of the Lion Clan soldiers.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And that Phoenix Clan member I'm going to make is Anthony's character. So I'm going to make this character have a tie-in with one of the characters here.
Sorry. What's the time with me?
So basically some Lion Clan soldiers were bullying him, and then you came in and helped him out, seeing how stressed out he was.
Yeah. Okay. My guy would do that. He would do that. He's all about that zen and helping out everyone else.
Yeah.
If I was seeing someone bullied or something like that, I'd definitely give you a hand.
Because this character is basically a friendly giant.
Friendly giant.
Excellent.
I have a sneaky feeling we're all gonna get along in this really weird way.
All right, and then we'll go through all your guys' characters. So we'll start with Anthony.
So I didn't pick any families or anything like that. Oh, sorry, the clans. I'm not 100% on which one's which, like what they do. But in terms of like pre-existing relationships and stuff, the Lord doesn't like me too much because, as well as my parents, because they think I've squandered the position that I was given. Because my family was quite up there in the Izawa family, which is like the ones that give a champion to the emperor, and I've squandered the opportunity. My parents also hate me deeply because they think that I voluntarily married my wife. And I've got a very deep relationship with the local common folk as well, because they know me as someone who helps them out effectively.
Very nice. And then Peter, what about your character?
So we already know about how she seduced the leader of the Lion Clan to prevent a war with the Crab Clan.
Yeah.
So the Lion Clan is very... the Lion Clan really likes her because she made the Lord feel good.
What?
Would that be it, or would they do the opposite because you stopped them from going to war and they're very warlike?
Okay, well, most of the Lion Clan doesn't know that it happened.
That's true.
But the Lord...
Wait. Did they like it because he also made them feel good?
So basically, she did it subtly, of course, and so the leader of the Lion Clan and maybe a few guards are the only people who knew that she was actually there.
But gossip. You gotta remember about gossip.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember about gossip. So, but basically, the leader of the Lion Clan is still under my spell, so to speak, because I got that good puss. And so yeah. But the other one was that the Unicorn Clan isn't really a fan because I convinced them to give us some of their horses for reasons.
Oh God! No, not the horses! No, not the majestic horses!
Okay, Kit's character.
You gave them up voluntarily. It's just not quite what you wanted to do.
All right, and then Kit, what about your character? What's his pre-existing relations with other clans, families, organizations, and traditions?
Yeah. So I think the Crane clans are a bunch of pufters.
Very nice.
Yep. And I respect the Crab Clan because one time one of them saved my life.
Okay. We can tie that
Who?
into my character. My character saved your life, and then that ties 3 of our characters together already.
I was
Oh.
literally just gonna say. I'm trying to add some more depth here. I'm gonna say I'm very disliked by the Lion Clan because my unwillingness to take a life. But I formed a close bond with a Unicorn Clan samurai after helping heal their horse.
That works.
So I could just scratch that and say I just saved Kit's life.
But no.
No, because we both saved your life.
Okay.
I saved your
Yeah,
life
I was
because
gonna say the
we
person
teamed
died,
up.
but yeah.
because
Me
we
and
can do
Zen
something.
teamed up.
We can do something like that,
Yeah.
like the you were attacked by some bandits. I came and killed them all, and then your horse was wounded. Then the Phoenix Clan member came along and
Yeah.
killed your horse. There we go. 3 of
Yeah.
our characters have a pre-existing history. See,
Alright.
that works very well.
I'm gonna let the communist guy at least heal like me because I'm all about the common folk, and the Zen for all people and stuff. Because I see the chaos and discord of fighting on any level. So the communist is gonna like me.
Yeah, at the very least. Yeah, and then that goes to the communist. Marcus, what's your character's pre-existing relationships with other clans, families, organizations, and traditions?
Okay, so as we've already established, the merchants are particularly hostile to me.
Yes.
I've decided that the lord was from the Crab Clan, so the family of the lord from the Crab Clan, which I had imprisoned, is blackmailing me. I've decided that we've obviously made a bit of law here with the Lion Clan and the Crab Clan having a bit of a disagreement. So the Lion Clan regard me as some sort of novelty because of having got the Crab Clan leader and lord imprisoned, and just want to see how far I can get before I'm executed. So they're quite willing to offer support.
That's interesting.
And I have some support from the underclass, but obviously they can't show it for fear of reprisal.
Fair enough. Yep. And that's that. So we go to part 7, ancestry and family. Question 17. How would your character's parents describe them?
My
I
father.
think I've already gone through that. Yeah, I'd be seen with contempt.
Yeah. So mine, I haven't even talked about my parents, but
Wait, the question. What?
so he's gentle until roused, not roused, roused
Okay.
or riled. That would probably be better word, riled.
Alright, I'm confused with the question. Is it asking about our parents, or is
What
it
would-
asking how
what-
the parents would describe the character?
How would your character's parents describe them? So how do your parents describe you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you get a skill increase from this. Do you?
Beautiful girl. Shame about the deck.
Like, did. Oh,
It's
man.
canon. Your character's a trap.
Yeah, man.
Again, we're not talking about the game, right? I just want to make this clear. How my parents describe me, or are we talking about my character?
Your character.
Oh, all right.
So then, yeah. Oh, man.
Are your parents ashamed of your dick?
Well, I was 8 years old, and they were very happy. I was going to school, I was being a good little girl, and then we went to the doctor's one day, and I had a penis.
Oh, I haven't
Well,
seen
no,
this.
sorry, they found my penis.
What?
It's a more accurate thing.
What?
It's not.
They found a penis.
It's not big. Some would describe it as micro. I would describe it as near non-existent.
Oh, gosh.
They were very happy. They had a daughter. They were going really well. They had a girl and a boy, and then they found a penis, and it was like, oh, all right. Well, it was kind of disappointing for them because they'd raised me to be a girl this entire time. Why do you think I like My Little Pony? They'd raised me to be a girl this entire time, and then it's actually a boy. It's a bit of a shame.
Wait. No, because you can't. Oh my gosh.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay. No, in all serious, your character. What does your character's parents feel about your character?
They believe that she's doing the work that the Lord requires her.
Yep.
Requires of her. She believes she's doing her part for the clan.
Excellent. Okay, Kit. What about your family? How would your family describe your character?
Wild, hairy.
Wild and hairy. All right.
Yeah.
And what about Marcus? What does your parents' characters think about? What does your character's parents think about them? Jesus, that was hard.
They actually love him unconditionally, but they wish he'd go out of his communist phase.
Don't all
It's just
parents
a
of
phase.
communists feel that way?
Yes.
The parents hope it's just a phase.
I'm trying to make my character the most real character out of all of these people, even if he is a communist.
What? I'm pretty sure my character's more real than your character.
I think everybody's character, apart from Marcus's, are pretty realistic and probably Peter's as well, to be honest. It started off really well, and then it just went to a whole different of weird.
Oh,
All right, okay, we've done that. Okay, so question 18. What is your character named to? Who is your character named to honor? So, who? Yeah. So my character is
Father's
going to be
favorite
named
horse.
after his great-great-grandfather.
There is a thing for this.
That's your true name.
No?
No, just above that.
Oh.
First roll a 10-sided die twice, choose either result, and then consult table 2-1.
Oh, Samurai Heritage. Oh, yes, there is. Okay, table 2-1.
Samurai Heritage is the following thing. So you can choose kind of thing. So I've already kind of given mine because I rolled the dice. I got a 6 and a 4. No, sorry, a 2 and a 4. That was it. What's the 6? I can't even remember. Oh, right, yeah, no, sorry, 2 and a 4, because Ruthless Victor doesn't suit my character at all.
Right.
Oh, 8 and a 6. Sweet.
So Glorious Sacrifice, and my family therefore lost a set of armor.
Fair enough.
5 and.
Wow, I have no honor at all, for fuck's sake.
So now we got to go through and put these all into the actual sheet, don't we?
Soon. Very
Once
soon.
we've done the last, 3 questions.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I am named after great-great-great-grandmother who slew.
Damn it.
I think that's no, that's before there. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Who slew Oni Lord in single combat.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah. And that's the famous deed. 5. Okay, what did I get? 5. I got a set of armor.
Oh, crap. I have to figure out a Shuji.
Just note it down in the Samurai Heritage, and we'll come back to it. So is everyone done with that now?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We'll start with Anthony. What's your character name to honor, or who?
A Glorious Sacrifice. It was a powerful warrior priest in in the Asawa family who sacrificed himself to effectively deal the final blow to the Shiba family that made them submit to the Asawa family for generations.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
And in doing so, we lost a set of armor.
Ah, okay, that works. Peter, what's your?
She was named after the first empress of the Emerald Land.
The Emerald Empire. Oh, very nice, very nice. And that's Imperial Heritage, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have Blessed Lineage as well. And you increase your status by 10. Very nice. Okay, and then Kit, what about your character?
Oof. Is the name of a ancestor's legendary bow.
Oh yeah, so you're trying to get... You also got Lost Heirloom?
No, I got Ruthless Victor.
One of your ancestors claimed a bloody victory
Yeah.
over Rails, smashing their forces with a cunning maneuver or seizing their main up, vanquishing them in battle. From this relative or their story, you earn a well importance of brute force. Decrease your honor by 5. That's lame. Roll 10 dice to determine a martial skill. 1 to 3 finesse. 4 to 5 martial arts melee. 5 to 6 martial arts range. 7 to 8 martial arts unarmed, or 9 tactics. 10 meditation. Gain plus 1 rank in that skill. So you're better at ranged combat.
Yep.
Very nice. And last but not least, Marcus.
So my character is named after his great grandfather, who discovered that a common plant was an effective painkiller. So the result of the samurai heritage was he got a discovery into.
Ah, very nice. And you got 3 glory. You rolled a 10 dice, and I guess you got medicine for your result.
Yes.
Ah, very nice, very nice. And then 19. What is your character's personal name? So this is basically a secret name that your family shares with you, or close compatriots. So it's like a nickname basically. And then there's a list there to help you out.
Sweet.
So I'm going to go with Ichori, which just means first son. Nice and easy. Guess why? And
I've gone with Makoto, which means sincere.
excellent.
Wait, Tsubasa is a masculine name?
And what's it mean?
Okay. All wings.
Yeah, and what about Peter? What's your character's personal name?
Tachibana Nadeshiko.
Okay.
Yep.
And then Anthony, what was your character's personal name?
Desuke. Great helper.
Very nice.
Anthony,
Mhm.
you better protect the cinnamon roll.
I will.
And then finally, part 7. No, is it 11? I can fucking who
Yeah.
cares?
Part 7.
Part 7, yeah. How should your character die?
For sacrifice of others.
Yeah. I'm going to be holding back the great enemy. Back the great enemy at the wall. I always do that with the enemy. Excellent. So that's the 20 questions done. This is basically the extent to character gen. Obviously, there's a couple of things we have to go back on. Like we all each have like a starting technique we'll have to pick. We'll have to go through and see if there's any double ups with, well, not double ups, or quadruple ups with rings or skills. So we'll do that now and go over to the narrative mode. And obviously you can see there's just all the rings and skills, and you just increase them to whatever needs to be. So I have +3 to my earth, so I'm going to have a double up on earth. So
I have 3 fire, 2 water, 3 void.
oh, that's nice.
Sweet.
So that's fire. Then I have another fire and another water.
Doesn't the samurai thing? Oh, okay.
So
So my honor and glory has to go up as well for that.
yeah, another fire, another water, and I will put another point into, I think, void. So I'm gonna have 2 void, 2 water, 2 fire, 3 earth, 1 water. Yeah.
So how do you have so many points?
Because they always start off at 1, and then I had 3 extra points that went into earth, so that put up to 4 earth. I had 1 in fire, 1 in water, and then I just put my extra from earth into void.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you should have
So you're gonna
7.
have
Really?
Because hang on,
Must have been something.
hang on, because yeah,
'Cause I only have
1 ring increase from your clan. I got 1 increase to earth. Yeah, 1 from your family. I got earth. Yeah, 2 from your school, which I got 1 earth, 1 water, and then you get 1 for how your character stands out within their skill. And I got 1 for fire.
That's 5.
Yeah, 1 from fire, 1 ring, 1 earth.
So if you've got over 3 on one of your rings, you can move that one to another ring.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because remember,
Right,
you always start with a 1 in each ring. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I have total 5.
Yeah, total extra 5. Because. Works. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. That works. Excellent. And then go through the skills.
So you always have 1 in there for each ring, and then
Yep.
you just plus 1. Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Because basically, if you have to roll something you don't have it, you always have at least 1 dice. All right, we might as well do the techniques. So we'll go through that. So obviously you have your techniques available. So if you just go to the techniques tag, you'll always have that 1 technique that you got. Mine is Lord Hyder's grip. So I'll just copy that over first off. Techniques. Place it there. There's a Carter. Put that. And I don't know what that does yet. And then my other ones, I had a choice between striking as earth and striking as water, I believe. Yeah, striking as earth, striking as water. I'll just find what page it's all on for everybody, so we can all see that. Techniques. So it's techniques start on page 107. That's where techniques start. So, and it goes Carter first.
Oh my.
There's a lot of techniques. Oh no, we will only have rank 1 Carters because we are newbies. Striking as earth. So, for example, so for my rank 1s, I can pick between striking as earth and striking as water. If I was to pick striking as earth, after striking the bushy roots hunkering down to make sure the armor takes the brunt of the hit, or raising their weapon in warding position where they can deflect harm without being damaged. Regular, because that's skill rank 1. Activation, when I use a martial arts, melee, range, or unarmed skill check, I may spend opportunities in the following way. Earth opportunity plus. Increase the physical resistance of your armor by 1 per opportunity spent this way until the beginning of my next turn. And then I also have the option of striking as water. So activation, same thing, but I have to be a water stance instead. And then I reduce the target's physical resistance by 2 per opportunity spent. So they're the exact opposite. So water is the finest armor, is useless if a warrior can bypass it. Slipping a blade through the gaps allows the wearer to move, or using blunt concussive force to create a vulnerability. As bushy strikes, they attempt to slide past the target defenses to deliver a lethal blow. So basically I can pick between either increasing my armor by 1 per opportunity, or I can decrease their armor by 2 per opportunity. That makes sense. So those are my choices. So I'm going to go with striking as earth. Just make him very defensive.
I guess I have a lot of skills. I only have 2.
Yeah, that's all you. You will have 1 that you're guaranteed to get, and then you have 1 you have to pick from.
Oh, I can heal people.
Heal!
That's very useful for your character. I mean, it makes sense. Your character's basically a mage priest. Yeah, because this game literally, you are actually a mage priest. You are a priest and a mage at the same time. Because it's all divine magic.
Okay, I think I vaguely understand what I've got now, technique-wise. I cannot be bothered copying and pasting it all over there right now.
You can do it later though. You just do it tomorrow or something. But with that, pretty much it. I think we just have to pick equipment from starting, but that's easy enough. We could
Mine
probably.
was given to me.
It's all from your school. Your school had.
Yeah, starting outfit, sanctified robes, wakizashi.
Oh, you
knife.
had no choices. Oh, very nice. That makes it nice and easy. Yeah, because I have to pick like what weapons I want. But
Really?
I have a wakizashi and a knife.
Very nice.
But never fear, I also have a scroll satchel.
That's the important thing for you. So what does my Hoji's... Oh, Lord Hoji's grip. Oh, it's a style 2 technique. Okay, description. And it's only for crab. Very nice. So it does. As an attack resolves, I may make a finesse void check targeting one creature of silhouette 3 or larger at range 0 to 1. The TN check is equal to the silhouette of the target. Oh yeah. And what's it do? If you succeed, your target suffers the immobilized condition, and you counter granting assistance to all characters when performing attack actions against your target. Oh, that's quite a nice one. So I can basically immobilize a creature and then everybody else can just wail on it. So
Pretty much.
that's pretty good for just taking out a big creature. I may just have to chuck in a big creature just so that that can be used by everyone.
Oh, well, okay.
And effects, that's a nice one.
Damn it, the downtown activity. Fuck.
And it's not an opportunity.
Oh well.
But yeah, I think you guys are all fine. I'm just gonna check my equipment. Oh no, I had a club or crossbow. I think I'll go a crossbow, and I will go Versace or Tessie, but I'll go Tessie, so I have a massive club. And yeah, that's nice and easy. That's my choices done. So I just have liquid armor, traveling clothes, Daisho, so a katana and a wakashi, Toshibo and a crossbow, a knife as well,
Nice.
and a traveling pack, and 3 koku. That's your money, by the way. So we're not very rich, which makes sense.
I've got a 5.
Oh, you rich cunt. You're just
I got
rolling
7.
in dough. Oh, jeez, you're just showing us all up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the character gen. What did you guys all think of it?
That looks cool.
Yeah, I quite like it just because it you have to come up with your character's backstory while you're making the character, and it means you don't have an excuse to not have a backstory.
Ah, jeez, I have to pick a Shuji.
They're not too hard to pick. I picked mine rather easily.
Really?
Okay, gentlemen, it's 2017.
No, it's not. That's a lie. But yeah, if
What was that?
anybody liked this video, remember to like, subscribe, share, and so on. And we'll see you again next time. Have a great day.